I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to dive right into why I think April is one of the absolute best times to visit Costa Rica. First off, it's the last month of the dry season, which means there's plenty of sunshine and perfect temperatures. Imagine this: golden beaches, lush rainforests, and that feeling of sun-kissed bliss all day long. I used to live here and have over 25 years of experiences in Costa Rica, and not a single year passes where I don't spend substantial time in the country. So if you like this sort of stuff, please give me a subscribe as I give you the straight facts and help you enjoy Costa Rica and the rest of the world for that matter, and live like a local. Costa Rica, a tiny little gem in Central America, is roughly the size of West Virginia or even Denmark. But don't let its size fool you. It packs a punch with over 1,200 kilometers of coastline. Enormous. And 6% of the world's biodiversity. A crazy stat for how small it is. That's 500,000 species. Whew! From capuchin monkeys to three-toed sloths and the stunning quetzal, it's a nature lover's paradise. Now, let's talk about the people. Costa Rica has a population of just over 5 million people, and Spanish is the official language. But don't worry, if your Spanish is a little bit rusty, English is widely spoken in tourist areas and mostly around the country because, let's face it, tourism is their thriving thing. But hey, learning a few phrases like pura vida, which means pure life, with a whole nother video on that, please subscribe, can go a long way to making your experience a little bit more authentic and get along a little bit better. April's weather varies depending on where you are in Costa Rica. For instance, in Guanacaste and the Nicoya Peninsula, you can expect dry, golden landscapes and hot temperatures around 95 degrees. Meanwhile, in the Central Valley, where I lived in Santa Ana, enjoy mild weather with temperatures in the 70s to 80s. That's Fahrenheit, of course, and that's during the day. It'll cool off at night. La Fortuna is hot and humid, perfect for those who love a tropical paradise vibe. And I can't recommend La Fortuna enough. It's insanely awesome. And don't forget the beaches of Jaco and Manuel Antonio. Sunny mornings and occasional evening showers. Wildlife in April is off the charts. It's prime time for bird watching, especially the resplendent quetzal. I've talked about that many times on this channel. And while you're exploring, you're guaranteed to spot monkeys, sloths, and even raccoons. Now, down here, the raccoons are pretty friendly. They come up to you, they approach you. They're unlike the ones I grew up with in the Midwest. I will never forget my dad's war against them. Ugh, stories galore. For thrill seekers, ziplining is an absolute must. There's nothing like soaring above the treetops, feeling the rush of wind as you take in the stunning views below, and they are absolutely stunning. And April's perfect weather makes it the ideal time for this aerial adventure. Go ahead and zipline, it's very awesome. Just try not to scream too loud because you might scare the birds. Now, surf's up in April if you're a surfer. The waves are just right for beginners, and the water's warm enough to make those wipeouts a little bit more bearable. If you haven't been to Costa Rica, Tamarindo and Santa Teresa are top spots to catch some waves. You may even pick up a new skill. Who knows? You might just discover your inner Kelly Slater. April's also a good time for vibrant celebrations. And when I mean that, I mean there's Easter, which is Semana Santa down there. It's a huge deal. Expect parades, fireworks, and a lot of local festivities. It's the perfect way to dive into Costa Rican culture the way it's supposed to be, and maybe even join a beach bonfire too. Now, if you're more of a nature enthusiast, Monteverde Cloud Forest is totally where it's at. April's frequent spring showers keep the forest totally lush and vibrant. It's the most green thing you've seen in your entire life. Now, it's cooler here, so pack a light jacket and get ready for some breathtaking hikes and incredible wildlife encounters. All right, let's get into some quick tips so you can enjoy your April trip. Number one, most important, you guys stay hydrated. It is hot down there in April, so keep that water bottle handy. Number two, pack smart. Lightweight clothes, a rain jacket, and please do not forget that sunscreen. Third tip, book early. April can get busy, except if you book it later in the months, it gets a little slower, especially during Easter week. It's absolutely crazy down there. So lock in your accommodations and your car rentals way in advance. Four, learn some basic Spanish. Trust me, a little effort goes a long way with the locals, and you can appreciate that skill set later in life.